What's up, Simon here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a landing page for free using ConvertKit. So this is the landing page that I'm going to show you how to create in this video. It's a landing page where I give away a free checklist in exchange for an email address. Giving away something for free is one of the best ways to get new leads and grow your email list, and that's exactly what you can use that landing page for. And the cool thing is that with ConvertKit, you can create an unlimited amount of landing pages on their free plan. So if you don't already have a ConvertKit account, you can use the link down below in the description to get yourself a free ConvertKit account. And once you're logged in, we'll get started on our landing page. Okay, so the next part is for the people that want to create a landing page to capture the information of their subscribers. So a one-page website that's just for capturing leads. So to do that, we're going to go to the top again, to the top left, and click on landing pages and forms. Then again, click on create new. And this time we're going to create a landing page. So click on landing page. And just like with the forms, we have some different templates that we can choose from. Again, as an example, I'm going to create a landing page where I'm giving away something for free, like a lead magnet. And what I'm giving away is a free YouTube optimization checklist. So the closest thing that would come to this would be like the ebook templates, where people are giving away a free ebook. So I'm just going to click on ebook to kind of limit my options here a little bit. And then I'm going to choose one of those templates. You don't need to choose the same one that I am choosing. You can choose any one that works best for you. But I'm just going to choose this one on the bottom left here, the Pierce template. So I'm going to click on choose. And that brings us to our landing page editor, where we can change the entire design so we can make it look like we want to. Now I'm going to go through the right side tabs here and kind of adjust my landing page like this. So the first thing that I'm going to change is, I'm just going to go from the top down. So the heading font, I'm going to change this from this font to another one. I'm going to do Roboto condensed. And we're going to change the body text font as well, which is this one here, to just Roboto. Let me try again. This one, Roboto. Okay. Now, I want to change also the color of those yellow dots in the background to red, because the theme of YouTube is rather red than yellow. So change that to red. Okay, cool. Now I want to change the background. So I want to remove the background image that they have already put in here for me. So I'm going to click on remove image, and that will remove the image and just leave us with the color. Now I want to change the color to a dark gray, just like this. Okay, that looks good to me. Now you can also change the border radius, which is this radius right here. I'm just going to leave it at 10 pixels. Okay. Next thing, we're going to actually change the content of this page. So I want to change that image to the cover of my YouTube checklist that I'm giving away. So I'm going to click on that image, click on replace, and then that brings me to a page where I can upload the image that I want to put here. So what I usually do is I create a mock-up, or I create just a cover of my ebook or of my lead magnet, whatever it is, and I upload it and put that on my landing page. So I'm gonna choose that here. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna choose this one here. Upload this one. And once it's uploaded, I can choose it. And that should replace it. Okay, so now instead of this image, we have the cover of the YouTube optimization checklist that I'm giving away. Now let's change the Clio kind of autograph here. I also want to change that. So I just want to remove that. So click on it. Click on the bin on the right side, and that will remove it. Then I'm going to change the title to free YouTube checklist. Now I also want to change this color that is in the background of this text here. So I'm gonna change that here. Also make that, yeah. Actually, I want to remove that entirely. So I'm just gonna make it white, so that is removed. Now I'm going to change that text to where can I send the checklist to? So they understand that they have to type in their email address so that they get this checklist. And now what they can insert here is just their email address. What I want to do is I want to also ask for the name, because then I can personalize my emails more. So I can say like, hey Tim, how's it going? Something like that, instead of just hey there. It makes it a little bit more personal. So to do that, I click on the plus sign here, then I drag that on the top, and I go to the right side and make the custom field to first name. Just change that. Everything else I'm going to leave it like it is, and that's it. Now the button, I'm also gonna change the text of the button. I'm gonna say something like send it now, and this little text on the bottom, I respect your privacy, unsubscribe at any time. You can also change that like no spam, unsubscribe anytime, something like that, or just leave it as it is. Then I'm going to change the color of the text to also kind of a red, because I'm going to keep that red theme kind of going here. Change that to red, and that's basically it. So let's check how it looks like. Click on preview here, and that is how our landing page will look like. Good. I'm going to save it real quick. Save and publish. Cool. Now I'm going to change some more settings. So this was the first tab here, the styles tab. We already went through that. Now the second one is the gear icon here, and this is where I can actually choose a domain to host this landing page on. I'm going to show you how to do this in a second, but first I'm going to change the success message here to check your email to confirm subscription, to check your email to download the YouTube checklist, because that makes more sense. Okay, now I'm gonna go to this icon here, and the same thing with the form. If you have watched the form part, is where we want to send an immediate email to everybody that signs up here. So what will happen when somebody signs up with their name and email address is there will be sent an automatic email with whatever they requested here. So I want to send them an email with a button where they can download that checklist. And with ConvertKit, it's very cool that they make it very easy for you to set this up. So what we want to do is send an incentive email, that's the way they call it here, to make people actually double opt in. So they have to click on a button, so they double opted in, so that they actually confirm that they're a real person. And that way they can download whatever they requested here. You can also auto confirm new subscribers so that they don't need to double opt in, but because we're giving away something that they have to click on a button to actually download what we're giving away, we can just use the double opt-in so that you don't get any fake email addresses, which will increase your open rates, which will increase your delivery rates. Okay, so keep it like that. Tick there, no tick there. Then change the email contents, click here. And then what I want to do is send it from simon@learnpassiveincome.com. That's the email that I have verified in the beginning of the tutorial. And then I'm going to change the subject to here's your YouTube checklist. And then something like download. Okay, I'm going to change that text. Again, maybe take some time to actually craft a proper email here. I'm just going to type in, hey, here's your YouTube checklist. Then I'm going to change the button from confirm your subscription to download. You can also change the color, maybe make that green. Okay. Now I'm going to change that to talk to you soon, Simon. But make it personal to you, okay? So I'm going to click save. And that's saved, that's cool. Now, what I want to do, you can either direct them to a specific URL, to maybe your Dropbox folder, or you can just upload the file to your ConvertKit account. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to click on download, choose the file. So I'm going to choose now the optimization checklist that I'm giving away. Choose that file. That's right here. Open. And now that file will be uploaded to ConvertKit. So it will be hosted on ConvertKit, and that's it. Okay, now our landing page is actually done. So let's again save and publish. And now when I want to send somebody to that landing page so they can sign up for our email list, I'm going to click on share, and that's where I see the link. So this is what the link looks right now. Let's just try that out. Click to copy, then copy that into our browser, and that's how it looks like. Now, let's quickly see if it works. I'm going to type in that name. I'm going to type in one of my email addresses, infogram@gmail.com. Send it now, and you see success. Now check your email to confirm your subscription. Okay. Now, I'm going to quickly do that. I'm going to quickly go to my email here. Okay, so now in my email, and here's the email that I have just received. Here's our YouTube checklist. Then I can click on the download button, which will automatically confirm my subscription to the email list. And here's where I will be sent to, which is the ConvertKit website. And there's my YouTube checklist that people can just right click, save as, and then they can download it like that. So everybody's happy. Okay, now let's actually check if this person that I've just added is actually on my list. So I'm gonna click on subscribers here, open that in a new tab, and here's the new subscriber that I have just added. So it actually works, our landing page works. Now, if you actually wanna host that landing page on your custom domain, then you have to do a couple of steps more. So if you wanna do that, I'm gonna show you how to do that now. So it doesn't say fabulous painter 823 CK page. It actually says something like content.madixmedia.com or whatever your website is. Okay, you can change that, which is more professional and which is what I recommend. But you have to do some more steps. Now, the way we do that is we need to choose a custom domain here. But as you see, we don't have a custom domain yet. So we actually need to create a custom, or to point a custom domain to ConvertKit so that ConvertKit can assign that landing page to that domain. So the way we do that is we go back to our ConvertKit dashboard, then go to the top right and click on Account Settings. Then we're going to click on Custom Domains, and then we're going to add a domain here. And I assume you already have a domain. If you don't have a domain yet, you need to get one, otherwise it doesn't work. But I assume you have one here. So what I usually do is I host them on a subdomain, because let's say this is my domain right here, madixmedia.com. And the thing is, if I host it on madixmedia.com, then I can't do anything else with that website. So if you actually have a blog called madixmedia.com, then I would highly suggest that you actually create a subdomain for your landing page. So something like content.madixmedia.com. And that way your blog website, your main website, won't get messed up by you pointing that to ConvertKit. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to create a subdomain, and then we're going to point that subdomain to ConvertKit. So I'm going to name that subdomain content@madixmedia.com, and then which landing page would I like to use as your homepage? And then I'm going to choose that landing page that we have just created. So Pierce landing page is what the name is. I'm going to click on Save. And now we have to create some A records, so-called A records, and point them to those IP addresses to make ConvertKit be able to actually set up the custom domain with the landing page. Now, depending on your hosting provider, you have to actually log into your hosting provider and do that now. So my hosting provider is Bluehost, so I'm going to show you how to do it with Bluehost. But if you have another hosting provider, just go down to the description of this video and you should find a tutorial for the main hosting providers that are out there. I'm just going to leave some links there that you can use there, or just type it in YouTube. Maybe somebody else has made a tutorial with another hosting provider. So I'm going to go to Bluehost right now, this is my Bluehost website or my Bluehost account. So I'm going to click on Domains on the left side. And then I want to use this website here, Madix Media. Go to the drop down arrow here, click on subdomains. And then I'm going to create a new subdomain. So I'm going to choose the Madix Media here, going to name that content. And then I'm going to create this subdomain. Let it load for a second. Okay, so now the subdomain is created. We're going to create a return to subdomains. And what I will need to do now is I'm going to create those A records. So I'm going to click on, going to go back to domains. Then I'm going to go to the drop down again, and I'm going to click on DNS. Okay, so now I need to add those A records. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look for A. So those are the A records. Then I'm gonna drop down to show all. And first I'm gonna delete the A record that this subdomain content@madixmedia.com is pointed to. So I'm gonna go down and look for content. I already found it, it's here. So, and I'm gonna delete this one. So I'm gonna go to the drop and to the 3 dots here. Make sure you actually choose the right one. Go to the 3 dots and then click on remove, confirm. And now I'm gonna add the new A record. So I'm gonna click on add a record. And here's where we need to add this. So I'm gonna go back to our ConvertKit account, and here's what we need to put there. So the host will be content. So I'm gonna put in content here. Now, if you are pointing or if you're using a main website, if you don't use a subdomain, if you use a main domain, you don't have the content that you can put here. So what you can put here is just an @ sign. So if I would have used just madixmedia.com as a domain for my landing page, I would just put the @ here. But I'm going to use a subdomain, so I'm going to put in content. Now points to, and now this is the IP address. You basically have 3 that you have to point to because of redundancy. So gonna use that, point to that IP address. Then the total time, just leave it at 4 hours or even less if that's possible. And then click save. And I'm gonna do that again for the others as well. So I'm gonna copy the second one as well. Add a new record. Again, content. Points to this IP address, click save, and once again for the third one, add record, content, the IP address, and save. Okay, so now we have saved our A records. Now to propagate, it takes some time, so this won't immediately function. So what you can do to see if it worked, you can go to what'smydns.net and then type in your subdomain content@madixmedia.com. And then you see that it's still pointed to this IP address, which is the old one that I have deleted, because it takes some time to actually propagate. Now you can, it should take between, I don't know, an hour and 48 hours to propagate. And then when it's done, you will be able to assign the landing page to that domain. So we have to give it some time right now. Before you actually assign your landing page to that domain, you have to click on refresh here. So it says verified. So right now it is not verified, but I'm going to quickly show you an example how it will look like if it's actually verified. Okay, so I actually only had to wait 10 minutes, or I just waited 10 minutes. And then I clicked on refresh again, and now it's verified. So you don't have to wait this long. Maybe depending on your hosting provider, it takes longer, but with Bluehost, it only takes a couple of minutes apparently until it's able to be verified. Okay, so now ConvertKit can point landing pages to this domain. So let's go back to our landing page. We're gonna click on landing pages and forms on the top left. Click on that Pierce landing page, where, by the way, we can change the name here on the top left. Change that to YouTube checklist. And then go to the gear icon on the right side and now choose content.madixmedia.com, which is the subdomain that we've just created. Okay, so let's save and publish. And now when we click share, that link will be content.madixmedia.com. So I can paste that here. And then our landing page should come up. Okay, here it is. So now we have the right domain on the top here with SSL as well. So ConvertKit, I already make sure that we have SSL. So we have that connection is secure icon here. And that's our landing page. Done. All right, so that's how you can set up a landing page inside of ConvertKit. This was actually a segment of my complete ConvertKit tutorial here on YouTube, where I show you step by step how to build your entire email marketing system inside of ConvertKit from start to finish. So you can click on this video right here if you want to see that entire tutorial. Also, if this video was helpful to you, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you still have any questions. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.